Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to my commentary show. Because you want if you guys are having a wonderful day on this 22nd July. I'm gonna restart because no, fuck it. Because I want to change such a nice background campfire. Today we are talking about a video that is kind of hardcore. So yesterday I was talking to one of my friend Ad. She's a fan of anime, and she's both into Berserk and Eren. And I was talking about Berserk and I was talking about Eren from Attack on Titans, right? And I want to ask the question, who was worse, Griffith or Eren? Now, before we start, I'm not a Griffith defender. I think he's a piece of shit. But if I had to choose one of the two, I actually choose Griffith. Because now I had a question, but I have to answer it. So, Griffith, I think we have to check out the story of these people. So I'm gonna go with Eren because one of my favorite show ever is Attack on Titans. I think it's one of the modern day classic of anime, and I think for years to come they're gonna talk about the Titans, right? I want to talk more about Attack on Titan than fucking Boruto, by the way. Eren was a character that was very, very just amazing. He saw the injustice in the world and he wanted to fix it. He saw the it's hard to say. I think Eren also is quite a nice villain, because I saw a theory as to why he did what he did, and that melted my heart. So Eren see when the Titans are a piece of shit, they ate his mom. So as a act of vengeance, like I'm gonna kill them all. Then everything goes well. He goes to a training, and then he goes to training. And then he does the one thing he shouldn't have done. He kisses Historia, and because he kissed Historia and is the past and the future, which is the one thing that's really changed Eren. He saw what he had to do. He saw the rumbling. He saw that he had to eat all the Titans. He wanted to become the astounding Titans. How did he do that? Because he was collecting the 9 Titans. Eren had a heroic. He was a Titan that could kill other Titans. It was humanity's best weapon until it became humanity's worst enemy. You know. Eren had so many friends, which Griffith actually didn't at the end. You know, he had more to give up. So then Eren decided he's going to be doing the rumbling, which is technically killing 80% of the population of the world, right? And to me, that's insane. The Marlesian parodies. Now, actually, you have to talk about who is a villain here, Parody or Marlesia. I think Parody is the villain, to be honest, because Parody allowed those people to be out of protection. Say, hey, we're the elite here. We're gonna stay here. We're gonna chill. You're a piece of shit. Go away. You know. That's my personal opinion. So then, Eren, what did he do wrong? Well, he killed him. He almost did a genocide. Okay, he almost did a genocide. Then Eren, what he did was he betrayed all of his friends. Eren, Armin, and Mikasa. Sorry, Armin included, right? And he went to do rumbling, which have killed so many people. Now, the theory that I heard, which possibly makes Eren a better person, is that Eren saw the world corrupted, saw the world separated, saw the real problem, which was the Titans. He could control them thanks to the attack of the power of the attack Titans, but he couldn't control all of them. So he saw a way to say, guess what? I, as a person, am gonna force people to put aside their difference and work together to kill the biggest villain. I'll become the biggest villain ever. I'll become the biggest villain ever if it means that people will stop fighting. That's actually valiant. And then, even then, the story of Attack on Titan is a story told and heroism. We all remember Captain Irwin's speech. This speech doesn't happen if there's no Titans. We all see Reiner's redemption, becoming a literal hero. This doesn't happen if there's nobody to show Reiner that he's wrong, right? And then we move to Griffith. Griffith, once again, see, the thing with Eren is he wasn't always a villain. So the first act that he did, which kind of showed that Eren was not necessarily the most heroic characters, was he came in and he saved Mikasa. To save Mikasa, he killed 3 people. Now, technically speaking, they killed 2 people, which is the mom and the dad. It's because they killed the mom and the dad, they were killers. So Eren took care of them, right? Protecting Mikasa. Now, the act of killing people is not heroic. The fact that Eren was able to do it for saving Mikasa was heroic. But what really pushes me is that for a kid to be able to kill adults takes a lot of guts, takes a lot of bravado. There's a big possibility, a huge possibility that Eren would have not stopped there, right? Because I was able to say, okay, well, this is my friend, this is Mikasa. I don't want to kill her. You know, it means a lot. Griffith possibly is in that difference. You see, that's the problem. That is a problem. Eren cares about people. He says, okay, I want to protect my people. I want to protect Mikasa and Armin. And at the very end, he's like, no, fuck him. I want to protect them. Right? I don't want to protect them. Which is the biggest betrayal. See, Griffith did the same thing. Griffith actually did a lot of what Eren did. So Griffith, the very first thing he did was that. So it's kind of complex because Griffith don't see him as a child. We hear stories about him as a child, but we don't see him a lot. For example, the only notion that we have of Griffith as a child is from a person that gives him the necklace. And because they give him the necklace, they're like, hey, we're going to give you a necklace, and this is going to be the coming of kings. We're having some quench, peach and mangoes, which is delicious. Very, very, very good. Possibly way better than pink lemonade. See, Griffith wanted to be a king, right? And he was willing to do whatever it takes to be a king. But at the same time, we knew about that. We knew that he was willing to fuck dude. To fuck a princess. To make her fall in love with him. To become the king. This is not a surprise here. And then, the story of Griffith is actually the story of Guts. Guts was a kid. And because his mom was killed, they believe that, oh, he's some sort of demon, right? Which is funny because the kid that he has with Casca is the moon kid, which is also evil. Guts only had value as a soldier. So as a kid, he started killing. Just like Eren, right? We don't know if Griffith killed, but we know Guts killed. And then he killed his stepfather sort of his adopted father, Gambino. Why? Because he sold him as a prostitute, right? So the world of Berserk, we're gonna get to see that a lot more later, but you keep thinking about the world of Attack on Titan, which is Titan and I have to kill and I have to kill. Think about Berserk and I have to kill and I have to kill and I have to kill. They're both worlds that are fucked up. This is gonna be important. So that being said, Guts comes in and he's like, I'm the one guy that can help you. Griffith, when I say he didn't have friends, he was friendly towards the Band of Hawk, but he never saw them as people more than just pawns in his game. He never saw them as more than, oh, you're gonna get me somewhere, huh? Gonna help me out. He never saw that as more. Now, again, he's not a real character, he's written like that, right? He saw Guts, however, as an equal. It's like, if I can have one soldier to help me, it's gonna be you. We know that Griffith kind of had Casca as his main friend in the group. And then Guts came in and he didn't even care about Casca anymore. Right? Now, why are people mad at Guts? Which is also why people are mad at Eren. People are mad at Guts because he raped Casca. There's a very important scene in the Berserk 1987 and in the manga that I don't think they presented in the latest one. Sorry. Again? Sorry. Which is Griffith does a whole plan to betray the kingdom and become the sole lord, right? He becomes greedy with power. And then he becomes really with power because Guts is gone. So Guts' own journey is like, okay, well, I just want to serve. I don't want to be my own leader. I want to serve. I want to have a peaceful life, right? I know this world is not peaceful, but I want to have as peaceful of a life that is. I want to have a sanctum and some friends, which he happened to have, by the way. And the end of the manga. Well, not the end. It's not finished, but still. So then Griffith comes in, and it's like, yo, you don't leave us. I need you. Griffith's like, I know you need me, but bro, I need to leave. And Griffith's like, no, you're gonna stay. So then they fight. So Griffith pushed Guts to join fighting. Like, if we're gonna fight, if you win, you join us. If I lose, you can go, right? Or I don't remember what he says. So Griffith comes in. And Griffith comes in and is like, yo, fight me again. And the Guts like, nah, I don't want to fight you. But then Griffith insists and he's like, okay, I'll fight you. So Griffith loses. He loses the battle, which is the first battle he ever lost, which is Griffith has this god syndrome where he thinks he's the best. So losing to someone is worse. But he also lost a very important part of his army. So see, the Golden Age is possibly the best manga ever written. Do I love Berserk? Yes. Do I personally think, and I said that before, you could take the Golden Age, write him a manga on that. Just say that the manga of Berserk is Golden Age, and it would be the perfect piece of content. Just the perfect piece of content. There's nothing about that is scary, right? Also, other people, myself included, think that the reason Guts left was because of Zom. So Zom was a demon warrior, and he told Guts that Griffith had the Eye of Beowulf. And because the Eye of Beowulf, he was like, okay, well, this guy is dangerous. Don't stay near him, because whatever you do is gonna finish badly. The possibility that Guts saw that also. Was it the main factor? No, I don't think so. So it's complex. It's very complex. I think Guts became afraid of what he would become if he would stay with Griffith. So, for example, one of the last things that he does for Griffith is he kills a person that tried to kill Griffith. So Griffith gets a assassination attempt, and he said, "Yo, this guy tried to assassinate me. Kill him." And Guts is like, "Okay, no problem. I don't fucking care about that guy." So then he kills him. And then the person who kills Griffith, the person who wants to kill Griffith, we see the redeeming factor. He has a son, and his son is pretty cool. The son is actually pretty cool. He's play fighting, and Guts see the kids and be like, "This is me if I had a good father." And he killed the kid by mistake. So I think Guts was afraid that Griffith didn't care that he killed the kid. He didn't care at all. So Griffith, then he gets defeated. He has to do something to get the power. So he gets too greedy. He gets caught. He gets put into a jail. He gets tortured. Griffith becomes a skeleton. He's flesh and bone. There's no more muscle. Every single tendon, they're fucked. People are mad at Griffith for raping Casca. Now there's a very very controversial thing. This is a very controversial take to him raping Casca. So there is this moment in a caravan where the Men of Hawk, or whatever's left, I don't know what that is. The Men of Hawk, or what's left of it, are coming in. Okay, well, guess what? We need to move on because we just saved Griffith. Now he's a wanted man. We need to move on. And there's a place in the caravan where Griffith realized that he's nothing anymore. And Casca always wanted him. So to prove to himself, again, which is a very Griffith trait, to prove to himself that he still had it, he wants to have sex with her. Now, in my opinion, what happened in the caravan was rape. Because Casca didn't say yes, but she didn't say no, but she didn't say yes. That was rape. So then Griffith acquired the power. And again, we know that Griffith wants power no matter what. So if he has to sell the world, he's going to sell the world. And he raped Casca again. Again is an important word here. A person raping someone is one of the worst things you can do. However, the person doesn't realize that they're raping someone. I think personally that Griffith raped Casca because she didn't say no. He saw it as consent, right? In his old fucked up brain. So he saw it as content, as consent. When he went to his demon form, it was still consent, which is disgusting. Yeah. But now what we have to see is the world. The world of Berserk is corrupted. It's bad. Everybody is. There's just war after war after war after war after war. The actual anime of Attack on Titans, well, it's complex because the actual anime of Attack on Titans is. People are. I think they've been fighting a lot lately. I don't know why. Attack on Titans. For the fact of Titans, they're fighting a lot of Titans, but you don't think the people that bring the war is Marlesian. The Marlesian comes in. The Marlesian comes in and they bring the war, which is why they're stopping the war, right? But at the same time, they have a common enemy, which is the Titans. So now, both Griffith sold the world and Eren did the rumbling. They both tried to destroy the world that they were living in, right? Now, I just played Elden Ring, and we did the frenzied ending, which is basically burning the world, because the world is fucked up. So you burn the world and you start from zero. If I gave you the choice between destroying the world and starting from zero, I give you the choice. You can fix the world, but for fixing the world, you have to destroy it. And then we can rebuild. Are you saving the world of Berserk, or are you saving the world of Attack on Titans? This is where I think you can get the villain. See, Griffith. The action of Griffith were disgusting. But was it as bad as what Eren did? And I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Eren, and again, I feel like I'm defending Griffith, but I'm not. Eren literally went back in the past to bully his father and his younger brother into doing what he wanted. There's two scenes in Attack on Titan that really breaks everything. He really breaks everything. So, the first scene... They're fighting a lot. I don't know why. They're brother and sister. They used to... Well, they've been making videos for years and they don't really target each other. And of course the owner doesn't care because it's gettable. See, there's two scenes that is extremely important to see what Eren did. There's a scene that shows Eren going to the past and telling Gresha what to do, which is his father, Dr. Jaeger. And he tells him, you need to do this, 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 and this, and this. Okay? So then Eren's like, okay, no problem. Jaeger is like, okay, no problem. There's another scene where he's literally crying and telling Zeke, Eren's a monster. You don't know what he's doing to me. You need to stop him. Right? That's pretty much it. But then Griffith at the same time, he killed the entire band of Hawk. Except for Casca and Guts. Which is insane. Now, what I believe right now is this question is not answerable. I just realized this right now. Because it's not finished. It's not finished. When it's gonna be finished, we're gonna be knowing, okay. I'll see one of them. Only one of them is vocal. The two other ones are street dogs. They don't care. So yeah, see, when we finish Berserk, for example, plot twists in animes are so good. For example, we just learned that Buggy is the son of Zebek, right? Which is possibly one of the strongest pirates alive. So if Buggy comes in and does a Hazen, gonna be the craziest thing, Hazen himself. Madara. They were all plot twists, they were all amazing. You know? It's just a question of how you play the story. How does Berserk end? What happened between Griffith and Guts? Imagine, okay? That we learn later on that a person that had the Eye of Beowulf, just like in the Ring and the Lord of the Ring, was corrupted by it. Could you forgive Griffith or not? I don't know. I don't know. And then Eren is the exact same way. If Eren didn't kiss the end of Historia, he wouldn't have access to the power that he had. If he didn't have access to the power that he had, or the vision in the past and the future, the rumbling would have never existed. You understand? I don't fucking know.